Hello, welcome to the Villages, Florida. My name is David. I'm a realtor here with Florida Realty Investments, and I can be reached at davidisinflorida@gmail.com. But today we're focused on golf, and we're continuing our tour of the Villages executive golf courses. Today we're playing at Belmont Executive Golf Course. It's located near the Pimlico Recreation Center, where Churchill Greens and Pimlico Executive Golf Course are also located. A look at the scorecard shows that we're looking at par threes ranging in length from 121 yards to over 200 yards at 215 yards, and Belmont is rated as a four-level executive course, which describes the hardest of the executive courses here in the Villages. Here we are on the first hole, 151 yards off these tees, and we have a lot of wind again today. Water in front. The problem is that when you have a lot of wind, as we did today, and you play assuming that the ball is going to be pushed forward a good distance by the wind, if you don't get that wind on your shot or the wind stops, you could be short enough to be in the water. Look at the flag moving, you can get an idea of how much wind there was. Some of these greens rolled pretty true. Some of these greens at Belmont were bumpy. Played with Rick and Annette. Very nice couple. Second hole, 170 yards. Once again, water and a bunker guarding the front of the green. Look at the flag. Get an idea of how much wind we dealt with on that day. These greens are large, but as I say, when there's a lot of wind, that is a lot of protection for these courses, even though they're considered executive courses. Third hole is 121 yards. It's pretty open, unlike most of the rest of the holes that have water or a bunker or both guarding the front. Ripped it way by the hole. Try to focus on the golf course as opposed to the golf. It'll be a lot more pleasant viewing experience for you. And the first three putt of the day. Par 4, 371 yards. At least we finally get to hit driver. A lot of these par 4s you don't because they're dog legs.
That's a great shot. That is a great shot. Very nice.
Bit of a guide, that's what he do. That's where I get exposed. This is the weakness in my game right here.
Didn't hit it especially well, but I left myself a reasonable chip in. Chipping is getting better now that I'm playing more regularly.
Thank you.
I wish my game was that.
Pretty fast down the hill. You can see that most of these greens have a pretty good roll. Not that bumpy. The flag, as you can see, the wind is gusty, which makes it a lot more difficult because you're never really sure how much wind you have to allow for on a shot. Yeah, I'm explaining why I pull the flag out when the wind is blowing towards me, because if the flag is leaning towards me, it seems more likely that it'll keep the ball out of the hole. And another three putt. Rick and Annette just watch patiently as I stumble through my putting. So here we come to the fifth hole, 168 yards. Way short, as you can tell. Don't remember if I hit it really badly, misjudged the wind, or both. Look at this ball. It bounces pretty close to the flag and just keeps on moving left, savagely, leaving a very difficult putt for par. Look at the break on this putt. I play a lot of break, still barely enough. The sixth hole, 158 yards. Certainly is nice being out in the sunshine. I like playing later in the afternoon. You'll see there's usually deep shadows when I play.
I think that wind just grabbed it up there.
Can't complain about the way I hit it.
Misjudge the wind again. You can see how it gusts as you watch the flag. We're into the wind on this hole. Finally, a good lag putt. Two putts of victory in my game, sadly. And we come to the seventh hole, 215 yards. A little bit of a fade. Didn't really hit it very well. Bunker sand very inconsistent here in the villages. Some of these bunkers, it's like playing on the beach. Others, the sand is gorgeous. Not a bad shot, just a little long. Really not where you want to be if you look at the hill here. Happy with a two putt from that location. The eighth hole, 186 yards.
Go, baby.
You're good. You're okay.
I was between clubs there. Had a
Out of it.
went after it and ended up pulling it. I did find the ball though. I'm down on the right. You can see my ball pop up and onto the green. See the wind gusting. It wasn't steady enough, and an up and down for me. Noteworthy. Yeah, we come to the ninth and final hole, 150 yards. feel like I'm actually hitting the ball a lot better now. I'm playing more regularly, and my irons and chipping is
See it,
more
guys?
reliable, even though my putting is still pathetic. An example of the wind. But you see the result of my first putt. I'm happy with a two putt to end the round. And that was Belmont Executive Course, playing with Rick and Annette. Fun couple, had a good time. Beautiful day, golfing in the Villages, Florida. If you ever come out to the Villages, I certainly hope to meet you. Take care.